What's going on, beautiful people? Thank you guys for hitting that play button. However you found this video, if you're a subscriber, a non-subscriber, you found this just through browsing my channel, whatever, God bless you. You're the best. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. What I want to tell you guys about in this video is the most just how can I describe this? The mushroom trip that has shook my life upside down the most, that had the most impact on my life up until this point. You know, I think that was a pivotal point. That mushroom trip that I'm going to tell you guys about it was absolutely a pivotal point in my character's plot, in my character's storyline in this novel that I'm writing called My Life. You're the same way writing the novel called Your Life, and you're the main character in your novel. So if I'm writing this novel, my life story, and I'm looking at the events that happened, I would look and say, you know, moving to Canada when I was 13, you know, from the Middle East, that was a pivotal point in my character's development. You know, a pivotal, vital point in my story's development, my character's development. And one of the pivotal, vital points of my character's development was this mushroom trip that I had on March 11th, 2017. And it was the most amount of mushrooms I've ever done up to date. It was the most extraordinary trip that I've ever had and maybe will ever have, because it was that pivotal. And let's talk about it. I've been, you know, at that time, I've already had tripped several times before. You know, it was maybe my 9th or 10th trip. I've already done the heroic dose a couple of times, so I was comfortable. Heroic dose, for you guys who don't know, 5 grams, popularized by the great late Terence McKenna. So 5 grams is a heroic dose, and I've done that a few times before, so I sort of understood, okay, you know, I kind of have an idea what I'm signing up for. So I decided to do it differently though. I've been, you know, listening to a lot of Terence McKenna, and he's talking about silent darkness, 5 grams in silent darkness, 5 grams in silent darkness, 5 grams in silent darkness, and I haven't done it in silent darkness yet. All my trips have been during the day, broad daylight, out in nature. So I decided, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna do 5 grams in silent darkness. I'm gonna do 6 grams in silent darkness. Beat that, Terence McKenna. So I decided, okay, I set up, you know, set myself up, I prepare, put myself in the right mindset, and, you know, I you know, watch some very positive stuff the day off. I laughed a lot because I know, you know, you want to be in a really good mental state. So I was laughing a lot. I was, you know, watching comedy and really just listening to positive stuff and really preparing myself, you know, well leading up to the trip. You know, I knew I was going to do it 2 weeks in advance. And I set up a date and I said, okay, I'm going to do it that day. So it was March 11, 2017. So I had my dinner, you know, because, you know, I want to have dinner, be full, and just be completely, you know, just focused on the trip. And I took the 6 grams and waited and waited. And then it just didn't, it was not kicking in as fast, as quickly as I'm used to for some reason. And I was just kept waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And I don't know how long. It took a little bit after, maybe because I ate before. I usually do it on an empty stomach, so I think my body metabolizes it faster. But when it took over, my God, it took over. My goodness, it took over. 6 grams. I went into my room, complete darkness, nothing like that. Closed my eyes, and my body was just really fucking heavy. Okay, really, really heavy. I was stumbling like this as I was walking, right? I was just going like this. I can no longer support myself. I look around. I have no idea what's going on. I am completely blasted. I lay on the couch. I have a couch in my room. I close my eyes. And the first thing that happened, the cosmic giggle. I started hysterically laughing in mass hysteria. And it kept going and going and going and going and going. This laughter, just immense laughter. It's not like I'm watching something funny, just laughter. And my theory on that cosmic giggle, the spirit, when the spirit of the mushroom, when the aliens, to call them, come and visit you when you're on mushrooms, they make you laugh. First of all, I think they look at human existence as very absurd from their point of view. I think they look at all our worries and all the ego stuff that we do and they just laugh. And so they kind of make you laugh at it too, because you start to laugh and laugh. Then you look around and you start to laugh at everything because you're like, what the fuck? Like, nothing makes sense to you anymore, all this human social structures and all of that. So anyway, my theory is they make you laugh before they teach you lessons, before they show you what's up, before they give you what you need at the time. And I've heard this saying that cosmic love is ruthless. It teaches its lessons whether you like them or dislike them. So anyway, I think this cosmic love that comes to you through the mushroom, the spirit, whatever you want to call it, aliens, they just make you laugh hysterically in the beginning. I think they look at human existence as very funny and absurd, and then they want to teach you. So I laugh hysterically for who knows, my estimation, 10 minutes of just pure laughter. My estimation, who the fuck knows, because time completely just is gone when you're loaded, especially on 6 grams. And then I went through a fairy tale kind of world. I closed my eyes after laughter, the laughter calmed down. I went through, closed my eyes, it's complete darkness. I went through this fairy tale type of world where it was all like pillows and it was all pink and red and there was like cupids, those cupids. There was like cupids and fairy tales and it was just all pink and red and there was like big beds, like king sized beds with like pillows on them, and there was like curtains, and it was just like this place where you would love to take a woman, and it's like the most romantic place ever. I went to this most romantic place like of all time that I've ever seen, right? All pink and red. Mostly it was everything was either pink or red, and it was it was a bedroom, curtains, and cupids, fairy tales, just an absolute romantic place. I don't know why I went there, but I did. That's the place I went there. And, I continued to go in there and the colors sort of kept changing. The place kept changing, but it was always this romantic place, this place of lovers or of some sort. Then things began to change, the visions, and I started to see geometric shapes, sacred geometry. I started to see just morphing geometric shapes, constantly changing in color, turning green, turning blue, lots of green, lots of blue, and they're constantly changing and they're very complex. They're very, very, very complex shapes. That continued on, maybe for, again, all estimation, I'm estimating the time here, I have no idea, maybe 30 minutes. Then I got up, right? I got up after that, and I was like, ooh, I got this sudden burst of energy. Ooh, this sudden immense burst of energy, right? I was like, all right. I clenched my fists, and I feel like a warrior. It was just sudden, boom, right? I'm going from navigating through this fairy tale kind of world and seeing geometric shapes and seeing cupids and fairy tales, to suddenly bursting out of my couch, clenching my fists, feeling like a mighty warrior. So, and this is all in darkness, mind you. So, I turn on the lights. now I'm acting based on pure instinct. It's the spirit doing everything through me at this point. I'm not, Saeed is not there anymore. It's just, things are happening. Go on my computer. First thing I wrote, the spirit is ruthless. It will show you what's going on inside you. First thing I wrote in the diary, I don't like my fucking apartment. I gotta get the fuck out of here. That's the first thing I wrote. And I don't know why I wrote it. The first thing I wrote. And since then, I moved 3 months later. I gave my notice in April. This was March 11th. Just based on that alone, it revealed to me what I have been hiding from myself. I don't like this fucking apartment. I don't like this area. I gotta move out of it. First thing I wrote, I gotta move out of my apartment. I gotta get the fuck out of this area. It's not like I've been thinking about this, but it was inside subconsciously. Then I write a bunch of things about love and how love is the answer and how love is everything and you should love everybody and love is the answer. And I kept just writing these bizarre things. Love is the answer. It's all about love. Love everyone. Love this. Love that. Love your mom. Love your girlfriend. Love your sisters. Love your brother. I just kept saying love, 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 love. I kept writing that stuff. But the first thing I wrote was I gotta get the fuck out of the apartment. And that's exactly what I did. Gave my notice in April. I was out of there by June. And then it was 9:30 p.m. and it was cold as fuck. Probably minus 15. March 11, 2017 was maybe minus 10, minus 15, somewhere around there. And I'm feeling like a warrior now, right? So I'm like, fuck this. I gotta, you know what I kept saying? I kept saying, Mother Nature calls me. Mother Nature calls me. Mother Nature calls me. I head out, I put on Rocky IV music because it's cold and I love that Rocky IV montage because he's fucking training up the mountains and it's snowing and it's cold. I'm like, all right, I'm fucking warrior today. I'm going out. And I have all this energy, right? So then I get down my apartment and I start running. Woo! I start running. I felt like a wolf then. I felt like a wolf. And I kept running. There's the woods. It's about 15-minute walk from my area. With running, and I was running like a wolf. Probably 5 minutes I was there. Okay, I go to the woods, and now I know the woods. I've been there to the woods before. Okay, and I've been there at night. So this was one thing I used to do. One of the crazy things I used to do, and I still do, is I go to the woods at night by myself. No flashlights, no cell phone, nothing. I just navigate through the light that the stars give me and the moon gives me. And luckily, it was a full moon. Okay. Luckily, it was a full moon. I didn't know. I didn't plan it. It was perfect. It was the full moon. And either it was the day of the full moon, the day before, after, but the moon was full and it was bright and I could see. And I went to woods much like this, similar to this, right? At night, 9:30 p.m., nothing with me. I didn't have my cell phone. I was listening to Rocky IV MP. It was my MP3. It wasn't my cell phone. I didn't have flashlights, nothing. I had to go to the woods. I had to go there. And as soon as I walk in to the woods, I start crying. I look around and I go and I touch the trees like this. And I'm like, why are we not living with you? I'm looking at the trees. This is 9:30 p.m. guys. I'm loaded on 6 grams of mushrooms. I'm talking to trees here. Looking at the tree. Why are we not living with you? I hug the tree. I'm like, why? Why are we not living together? Right? And I'm looking around. I'm like, why? Why are we living there? I'm like, because I just literally, it's like you can, as soon as you get into the woods, it's like, that's the city, that's the woods. It's like a clear boundary, right? And now here I am, completely away from the city, completely in the woods, just the moon. The moon is giving me light. I'm seeing things because of the moon. And I'm like, why are we not living together? I'm like, why are we not living together? I'm talking, I'm out loud here. I'm not, it's, things are happening. My ego's completely gone at this point. It's an ego death. I'm like, why? I'm like, looking, I'm like, I can't talk exactly, but I'm like, I start crying. Tears start coming down my face. I'm like, why are we not living together? I'm you. I'm looking at you. I'm like, I am you and you're me. We're the same. We're one. I keep looking at the trees and there was a stream of river and I go to the stream of river. I'm like, I am you. I am the river and you're me, And then I start, just to have this sense of oneness and start having tears down my face. I'm like, what? Why have we? How come we're not together always? It felt like I was at home. It felt like I was right at home. So then I run for a little bit and I howl like a wolf. Ah, right? I look at the full moon and I howl. Very, very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. I started howling for maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes or so. And then then I calm down a little bit. All this energy calms down a little bit, right? So then I sit on a rock. There was a rock in this beautiful area. I sit on the rock and I look at the moon and I look down and I start having revelations here. I start saying, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And then that line kept playing. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And I'm looking at my body. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And I kept looking at my body. I'm like, I am not my body. I am a soul. And as soon as I said that, oh my God, I started crying. Because this was the first time I fully comprehended, I fully felt a pure experience. Nothing, not somebody told you, it's pure experience. I am a stream of consciousness. I am a soul. This was the first time that I felt I am a soul. And I'm still sitting on the rock, and I kept repeating over and over and over and over. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. I am a soul. I am only here, and I look around. I'm like, I am only here temporarily. I am only here temporarily. I am here for eternity. And I'm not saying these things because I heard someone else say them. Believe me, they're just fucking happening. They're just coming through. Your ego's completely shattered at this point, and the spirit has full access to you. And it was the spirit that told me, go to Mother Nature. We gotta talk to you. This is why I got up. I wrote some shit. And then I kept having this voice. Mother Nature calls you. Go to Mother Nature. And that's why I just got off. Boom, boom, boom. Running to Mother Nature. I didn't think about anything. Nothing. Just boom. Right? And as soon as I got there, I sat on a rock after howling at the moon and talking to the trees and the rivers, talking to them saying, I am you, you're me. I kept saying, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. I am a soul. I am eternal. I am only here experiencing this temporarily. I'm experiencing this body, and it's temporary. We're only here for a little bit. We're only here for a short period of time. We're only here for a little bit. I'm only here for a little bit. That's it. I am only here for a little bit. I'm a soul. I'm a soul. And then, after I, kept repeating these things and really feeling them, and I had tears in my eyes, because it was the first time. I'm like, I'm a soul. I'm a soul. And then now I know why psychedelics, they mean soul revealing or mind revealing. Because they reveal your soul. They reveal the very essence of your being to you. So then, this is, if you guys, okay. So this is when I had this sense of mission. After repeating these things and realizing I'm a soul, I'm like, then I start saying, my people need me. I'm like, my people need me. My wolf pack needs me. This is when the wolf pack thing was born, guys. Right? If you go back to my videos, you'll start seeing that I started saying what's going on wolves around late March. Maybe early April. It was because of this trip. Because I just uttered the words. my wolf pack, I need to talk to my wolf pack. I have to, my wolf pack needs me. I have to be there for my wolf pack, right? And then I started thinking of the YouTube thing, because your ego shattered. I completely forgot I was, my name is Saeed and I'm a YouTube. You forget all these things, right? But I guess as I was starting to come out of it, my ego was a little bit coming back, right? I'm like, my wolf pack needs me. Oh my God, I'm here on a mission. That's what I said, right? I'm like, oh my God, I'm here on a mission. Oh my God, I'm here on a mission. And I started like beating on my chest like this. I'm like, I'm here on a mission. And my mission is my wolf pack. And I just kept uttering wolf pack, right? It occurred to me then that this is, I was howling, that it was a full moon. I was like, my wolf pack, this is what I'm here for. I'm here for my wolf pack. I am on a mission. I'm here for my wolf pack. And then I felt a sudden sense of mission, a sense of warrior, the sense of leadership, right? I feel like I was like, I gotta step to the game. I gotta convey this message to my wolf pack, right? I gotta convey this message to my wolf pack. I gotta tell them about love. I gotta tell my wolf pack about love. I gotta tell them to be good to one another. I gotta tell them that everything is gonna be alright. I gotta tell them that they're strong, that they're powerful, that every single one of them is strong and powerful beyond measure. I gotta tell them all of this. This is my mission here on earth. And then I was blabbering about my mission for a little bit, right? God knows how long. I was just like, this is my mission. This is what I'm here to do. This is what I'm here to do. This is what I'm here to do. So maybe after that I felt really good. And I felt this sense of warrior, right? I'm a fucking warrior. It's my wolf pack, right? Got around, started walking, and looking at the trees and hugging the trees and looking at the moon, and just really, it's a magnificent night, right? I was dressed up, it was -15, nobody in the woods, beautiful, perfect time, nobody's fucking crazy to go to the woods by themselves at night with no flashlights at -15. No, so there's nobody. And I'm looking, I'm like, wow, this is beautiful. And I start hugging the trees and stuff, and I'm like, I got a sense of mission here, and I go home, right? After maybe an hour and a half of being in the woods, having all these revelations about my mission and what I'm here to do and what I'm sent here to do and what I'm supposed to do with my life. And it is my wolf pack. That's what it is. They told me, wolf pack, your wolf pack. This is your mission. Tell your wolf pack about this message tell them about this experience. Tell them how you're feeling right now. Tell them about love. Tell them about who they are. Tell them about who they are. And I go home, and it was like maybe now 11:30, right? And I start calling everybody that I love. Right? First thing, I call my sisters. I love you. If you need anything, I'm always here for you. I love you. I call my brother. I'm like, we used to be gladiators. There's another thing I forgot. I was told about reincarnation on that trip. That's something I forgot to tell you guys. I was told about reincarnation in that trip. And part of this because I was reading about reincarnation before, but I knew for a fact, I knew for a goddamn fact on that trip that about reincarnation, because I'm like, we come here, I'm looking around, I'm like, we come here. I've been here before. We come here many times. We just go out. We come here again. We go out. We come here again. We go out. And it was like, I felt it. I felt this to be true. I went home, called my brother, and I told him, we used to be fucking gladiators. I know this for a fact, man. I know this for a fact. I told him, we incarnated together as gladiators before. And it kind of makes sense. He's into fitness. He's got this beautiful gladiator-like body. I got this beautiful gladiator body too, in the spirit of a gladiator. And I told him we were gladiators. We were gladiators. And then I call my sisters, I love you, this and that. Call one of my close brothers, friends. One of my close friends. He's like a brother. He's a brother. And he was out clubbing, so I told him, you better get your ass here. Right? You better get your ass here. I have a lot to talk to you about. And so he comes later at like 6 a.m. and we talk, and I tell him about my mission. I told him, bro, my mission is born. This and that. I told him, bro, from here on, It's my wolf pack. From here on, this is my mission. And I kept telling him about that. And I told him, I love you, man. You're my brother. I told him, you know, I put you on the same level as my biological brother. And I do. The guy, he knows who I'm talking about, right? He's like a brother to me. He's the same as my brother, my biological brother Osama. Same thing. I consider him the same thing. He knows who I'm talking about, okay? He's a brother. And I call my sisters, you know, I love you if you ever need anything. And I had this sense of mission. This was when my sense of mission was born, guys. It was that trip. I sat down and I wrote, my wolf pack is my mission in life, you know? And then I wrote my mission. I have to tell people that love is the answer. I have to tell people they're strong. I have to inspire people. I have to help people. I have to empower people. And this is my mission. And I'm gonna do it through YouTube. And that's when I started using What's Going On Wolves. And this is when I started using that whole wolf thing, that wolf pack thing. I just had this sense of mission, right? And this is what drives me right now. This sense of mission, this sense of responsibility, this sense of I feel like I have a message to deliver. And this is my mission here on earth. And I'm gonna continue to open my blabbering, idiotic mouth until the fucking day I no longer exist. Until I leave this character and go back over there to cosmic love. Because this is my mission. And ever since then I've been driven. And you guys see the drive, right? 2 videos every day on this channel. I'm taking this to 1 million subscribers at least. At least. That's minimum. It's child's play, 1 million subscribers, okay? But as long as I'm carrying out my mission, as long as I'm telling you guys about love and inspiring you and helping you and empowering you and getting you to know who you really are, freeing your mind from the shackles of brainwashing, of society, of culture, of societal norms and behaviors, of self-limiting beliefs from past generations, from your family and your grandparents and your great-great-grandparents and your society and your friends and all that fucking bullshit. You're here to free yourself. And this is my mission, to free myself as well. In the process, to free myself from all of this, I have to inspire you guys to do the same thing. Because we're all one. We're all in this together. And this is my mission. This was when my mission was born. March 11th, 2017. To see through a society based on love, based on empowerment of the individual, based on honoring the individual subjective experience of the person. Experience God for yourself. Experience life for yourself. Get out of your comfort zone and try things and find what your mission in life is. We're all free. We're free souls roaming around this beautiful game of earth. And we've been here many times before. Perhaps we will come into here again. But if we're coming to here again, if reincarnation is true indeed, and you have to look up into Ian Stevenson's research, it seems like a no-brainer that reincarnation is in fact a fact. Just look into Ian Stevenson's research. Then, what we're creating here on Earth right now, we're gonna incarnate back into. And if we keep creating a shithole and abandoning nature and abandoning the trees and abandoning the animals and abandoning our human expression in favor of mechanistic, robotic behavior, we're creating a shithole of a game. And we're coming back to it. And we're going to experience it. We're going to experience the consequences of our action. What we do in life echoes in eternity. So we got to work together, guys. You have to empower yourself. It is your responsibility towards you, towards me, towards society as a whole. Just as it is my responsibility towards myself and towards you guys to empower myself. We have a responsibility. We're one, guys. We're one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. Okay, but we're the same. It's the same awareness. It's the same core self at the very core of it. So we got to help one another. We got to inspire each other. We got to create a society based on love, cooperation, and helping one another and empowering one another and getting back to Mother Nature. Okay, that is my mission. And ever since that trip, I've been running on that fuel from that trip, and this is why I say it's a pivotal moment in my life. That trip was really a pivotal moment in my life, because that sense of mission is going to stay with me for the rest of my life. Looking at my life as a storyline and looking at myself as the main character in it, I look at that as a pivotal moment, just as pivotal as me moving 2 countries at age 13. 2 different countries, different cultures, different everything, and having to learn English and all of that. And a lot of things. Learning English was the easiest thing, believe me. There's a lot more shit. To me, that is just as pivotal as that moment, that day where my sense of mission was born. And I hope you guys also get in touch with your mission and carry it on. Create art, create beautiful things, create music, do your thing, create businesses, do whatever you need to do. Get in touch with that mission, follow your heart, empower yourself, and then go ahead and empower other people around you. God bless you all, guys. God bless you all. Love you. Love every single one of you. It's all about love. That is the truth of it. That is everything there is love. Cosmic love. God is love. Everything is love. And it is found here in Mother Nature. So I love you guys. I love every single one of you. But don't forget to subscribe, or you guys know cosmic love is ruthless. It teaches its lessons whether you like them or not. And in this case, you're going to sleep with the fishes. So subscribe.